In today's episode, we'll be answering questions about the war, announcing a new round of contest overseas, and we'll be also talking about a new game mode in Tanki Online. Hello tankers! The war is getting heated, and many players already know how the event works and what to do, but some questions continue to be asked by everyone. Let's look at two most popular ones. Many tankers are worried about one thing. The bigger is the faction, the lower is its average KD, since you're destroying players of your own faction and your faction KD drops significantly. In reality, it's not that bad. Let's calculate together. If you don't take into account the singular cases, the average faction KD is the ratio of all kills for that faction compared to all deaths for the same faction. So, if the faction KD is lower than 1, killing your own ally will increase the average KD. And if it's bigger than 1, then the average KD is impacted only a little. But anyway, this is better than getting killed by an enemy player, or by a player who is not participating in the war. The clearest example of this is the English faction. They are big, considerably bigger than the Polish and the German factions, but in reality their average KD is also the highest. Second question from the recent winner of the game, Scorpion321. To win, your faction needs to collect 10 resources, capture the rocket, and hold it for one full turn after the capture. So what happens if you gather the last points of resources while defending the rocket? Will the win count? Like you capture the rocket with 8 points of each resource, and on the last needed turn you collect the missing points. To cut it short, the answer is no. On the last deciding turn, when you need to defend the rocket, you must already begin the turn with 10 resources of fuel and survey data. And the idea here is this: during the last turn on the territory with the rocket, you need to pump it full of fuel and calculate all of the launch data. Imagine a tank with 2 railguns, striker turret with 6 rockets, with the hull as fast as Hornet, and armored with 2 mammoths. No way. So we're making a new tank. Well, we're making a new mode. Well, a new mode with a super tank. Here's how it works. Juggernaut is the name of the new tank. Everyone will be able to try it while playing the new mode with the same name. The rules are simple. It's deathmatch, where one tanker is always controlling a special battle machine. At the start of the battle, the role of the Juggernaut is randomly given to a player. As soon as the player is destroyed, this role is transferred to the one who destroys the super tank. Then it repeats.
Designing the new mode, we were thinking how many team modes are in the game, but for solo players there is only one, Deathmatch. Juggernaut is like Deathmatch, but with a constant challenge to find, destroy, become the mightiest and survive as long as possible.
Some of the tankers have already seen the new tank in the game. That was the developers testing the Juggernaut, to properly tune it for release. Right now, the Juggernaut specifications are 2 railguns with standard parameters, but with a higher firing speed. A rocket launcher that fires only homing missiles, with standard parameters, but target acquisition is faster and there are 6 rockets. Turning speed of the turret is slow. Size of the tank, bigger than a heavy hull. The speed is similar to a light hull. The amount of armor is 10,000 for now. And the overdrive cooldown is much shorter. All tank and mode specifications are not yet finalized. Things can change during testing. And in future vlogs we'll share more information about the new mode and when is the release. Watch the new episodes to find out. The Brazilian and Spanish community is back with the second round of the Coliseum event. And on Saturday, March 3rd, you'll have another chance to win crystals, days of premium, containers, and much more. Check the link in the description for the list of dates and prizes. Video of the week. Last week we asked you to record cool tricks with the ball in rugby on stadium map. Let's see the best video. Next week there will be no vlog, but for such an occasion, we asked you to record videos on a specific theme. How much you missed the vlog. Record the video in the game or in real life, but if it's in the game, make sure you're wearing the marine paint. And the author of the best video will get 50,000 crystals and an additional prize of 20 containers. Good luck! That's it for today's episode. We remind you that next week there will be no vlog. Rest up, finish the war, and get ready for an event announcement on March 8th. Bye! Last week we opened some containers, and you had to guess what would appear in the last one. The right answer is Eternity. Welcome the winners, and here's the new question.